So I had sent a box of stuff home fairly early in the trip. Let's go through that and show you what all I had sent home. First we got waterproof socks. I used those one time and realized my feet got hot in those and kept a pool of water inside the sock even though they kept the water out of the sock. So uses other than hiking would be great, but for hiking I didn't care for those so much. Got my rain kilt. Used it one time in the Smokies. Water absorbed in because I was wearing long pants and soaked up anyway. So I just decided I was just going to be wet on my lower half. I've got my running pants. These things were too warm to hike in, and they were super staticky. So I read that there wasn't any static out on the trail. Well, those pants would prove you wrong. Those things would, as soon as you start walking, would start getting staticky and cling to your legs and be super uncomfortable. I'd gotten a buff from Outdoor 76. I hadn't used my other buff yet, so I sent this one home. My stuff sack for the Nemo. A pair of outer gloves. I'd used those maybe once on the trip, but I kept my glove liners for a little bit longer. But I sent these gloves home, and I really didn't need them after I did. The yak tracks. There was one time in the Smokies where I was getting close to where I would have needed those. But after I got through the Smokies, I realized I wasn't going to need them any longer, so they came home. My Trekology pillow, I kept the case. The pillow developed a leak, so the pillow came home, and I'll see if I can patch that up later maybe. But I just used the pillowcase and stuffed my old puffy in there. Sent my thicker puffy back home. I kept the thinner one. I was thinking about switching these back out when I came back here, but I'm going to keep the old puffy, and this one will stay here. It's a real nice puffy. I'll be able to use it when I get done. But didn't need two puffies any longer. And then I had my tripod. Used it several times at the beginning of the trip, and as I started using it less and less, it got sent back home. So those are the items that got shipped back first. I'll have another set of items that I brought back home with me that won't be going back with me as well, and I'll show you a video of that stuff later.